Welcome to the first episode of our Wisdom of Wealth WoW Talk for 2023. Today's guest, he was named Forbes Media's list of the most influential people in venture capital for 5 years. In 2013, he began advising iCapital, focusing on key strategic and business development incentives. And in 2014, he became the CEO, and through organic and acquisition, he led the company to become a global leading fintech company. We are so honored today to have the CEO and chairman of iCapital, Mr. Lawrence Calcano, joining us virtually from New York City. And with us on HSBC side, we're so happy to have Ms. Maggie Ng once again, Head of Wealth and Personal Banking, HSBC Hong Kong. Welcome both.
So we set out to try to build the industry's alternative investment platform. The analog would be what a New York Stock Exchange or a NASDAQ did for trading stocks. We wanted to build that same solution for advisors all over the globe to be able to easily understand, learn about, and access alternative investments. And so as we set about doing that, it was a big focus of ours to make sure we had the largest users of these assets, so the largest distribution platforms on one hand, and the largest general partners on the other hand, to adopt the platform, because we believed if we got the largest users, the rest of the industry would follow. And so it's been thus far, I think very successful, very well received, and we've built a business today that really has all of the leading distribution platforms and all of the leading general partners participating, and we're really helping to make and automate all these investments much, much easier for advisors and for GPs to interact with each other.
We do have customers in HSBC, especially in Hong Kong. We are serving the wide spectrum of customers. So we have, in my view, 3 key segments. The first is the mass segment, the retail. And then we have the emergent affluence, and we have the super powerful, ultra high net worth customers. So for, at least from my perspective and HSBC Hong Kong's perspective, we should not always leave good quality investment to just the wealthy, the top 1% of the population. It should be accessible to everyone across the spectrum. So from these 3 segments, what we want to do is, one, bring in partners such as iCapital and others to provide these accessibilities at a low cost to our mass retail. And then for our emergent affluence, they are more sophisticated. They need, however, more educations. So early this year, we launched Prism Solution, which is something that we're trying to do to get customers to understand how to do their financial planning, one of which could be the alternative investments. But they need a bit of hand-holding and a little bit of their own decision-making. So it's a mix of both. And then we will have our ultra-high customers, our private bank customers, where they're very much interested in my many conversations with them. They do have, and their family offices have access to all these great deals. But their business is not financed, so they don't have resources to due diligence those companies. What they would love for us to do with them is to co-invest with them. In HSBC, we also have an investment arm. So when we invest and we bring those private clients along with us as well, they would have the peace of mind that HSBC has skin in the game. And we're very much, very, very happy and open-minded to do that as well, because we see we are also providing access, but not only, and something more than just an access, we're providing access plus reassurance that we have done our due diligence, and therefore they can, sort of tick that box. Historically, when we talk about alternative investments, it's only limited to big ticket size, right? Because of imagine all the due diligence that we have to put in place to review a company. If you're only giving me $5,000, $20,000, it's not gonna cut the check for me. And that's why historically, private equities is always the sort of being left to the ultra high and super rich, right? So through partnerships and through technology innovations, we're looking to break down the investment requirement, which is very, very affordable for everyone in Hong Kong. So that means everyone who has the appetite, who has the knowledge, who has the suitability, will have the ability to access this asset class as well. We, on one hand, we want to be a bank for our customers today, but we also want to be a bank for our customers in the future. So the number one thing that we need to do is to make sure we have the new trend, the new technologies to serve our customers of futures. Just now, I think today or yesterday, we announced that we have reached 2 million HSBC One customers. Now, these are all our millennials customers. Now, if you look at the pyramid, of course, the buying power comes from the top. But tomorrow, the buying power will come from the bottom of the pyramid as well, which is what we have been trying to focus on acquiring and making sure we're relevant to them in the last 2 years. And in order for us to be appealing to this group of customers, we need to go digital. We need to look for partners who have cutting-edge technology, who understand their needs. The second thing we need to do is that we need to partner with experts. So what we should do is we should bring our customers and match them with the cutting-edge new technologies as well as investment opportunities that companies like iCapital can provide. But now we have a very open mind to embrace partnerships and go open architecture.
HSBC is an amazing, powerful global institution. But yet you're thinking there are things that you do well and things that either don't do yet or don't do as well, and you're looking at finding the complementary partnerships. That's where the best relationships happen, where each team can bring to the other what they do. We just purely focus on building alternative technology, access to product, making it easy, and it's a great in to what HSBC needs. And so building those partnerships will actually help you and help us as well, really create successful outcomes for your wealth clients. Well, we want to partner with our big bank partners and help them on that journey of automation, of structure. And so as you go through time, it's working collaboratively with our partners, trying to come up with what are the right structures for the next group of investors that want to access this asset class, and so on and so forth. And what are the distinct needs that next group of investors actually has? And Maggie touched on a really important one, which is education. Because as you move along, the familiarity that these people have with alternatives is just generally speaking much lower. And so you need to be prepared to educate them over a longer period of time to make sure they understand what these assets are, how they work, how they're very different in respects to investments they're used to making, and how do they fit into their portfolio. I am afraid to allocate illiquid investments right now, but this market climate is exactly why I know I have to get my clients invest in alternatives, because the 60-40 portfolio I have isn't really working well. And the results are, I'm sure all of your advisors understand those results quite well. And so it's about, learning from the market we're in and thinking about how do you reposition in the future, right? And there will be opportunities over time to do that.
I think the world has progressed. We've been talking about Asia wealth for many, many years. Alternative credits, like you said, alternative equities are something that has been very promising in the past. And so there's always going to be a place in our customers' heart. In particular, alternative credit, because in Asia, Asians love fixed income, no matter what. And then private equity will give us, the exponential growth. But at the same time, we also do see customers going into digital currencies, right? That's the world trend. So if we are out there to educate customers about digital currencies, digital asset, we can quickly uplift the knowledge of that asset class fairly quickly. Now, the reason why I think we're ready now is because, one, we have enough engagement with our customers in terms of our digital capabilities, in terms of the wide spectrum of customers that we have now, and their trust in our brand has never been stronger, I would say. And so for us to introduce to them good quality asset class, I think this is, a right moment. But it's not going to just stop now. We will continue to look for exciting, excellent qualities assets to introduce to our clients.
Thank you so much, Lawrence and Maggie, for all your fruitful sharing. We hope to see you again at our next episode. Thank you and goodbye.